Hello everybody, welcome again to the Sunday morning stream. Christmas Eve 1940. Homes across the nation. Something about the King's speech?
Jenny, come on. You're going to miss it.
Tell them to start without me. I need to check on Marie.
She'll be fine. You don't need to check on her every 5 minutes. Come on, it's starting.
Okay, you're right.
Is he stealing the baby? Oh, the baby is gone.
For the best part of my later years, I worked as a private investigator. I'd seen many a terrible case. Sadly, most of them unresolved. But in 1954, something terrible and far closer to home happened that I could not avoid. And it happened right here, in Dahlia View. The police are here. What on earth is all the commotion?
Alright, hello everybody! In the chat. Whoa, 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 we're moving already. So it looks like we have a 360 degrees panning screen. Okay, not 360, but more like 90 degrees. Our protagonist, the detective, armchair detective.
Now where's my camera? I need to see what's going on outside my window.
Conway's flat. That is the name of the game, guys, by the way. This is Conway. WASD to move around. Whoa, we're moving the whole wheelchair. This is interesting, guys. Have I ever controlled a wheelchair in an adventure game before? I don't think so. Is this the first time? Whoa. Okay, this takes getting used to. I'm using the mouse and the keyboard at the same time. Alright, now can I look at items when I am close to... Okay, I see the little icon there. How do I interact with items? How? Yeah, that little icon appears on top of the phone. Did you guys see that just now? Oh, press the F key. Ah, camera.
Now, I can get a closer look.
Is it like the Rear Window? Maybe this game is like Rear Window. I need to spy on my neighbors. And I can use a camera to zoom in and out and take pictures of the suspects. So mouse click, right mouse click to back off of the zooming screen. So I guess we press F here too. Okay. We're calling nobody. Oops. The inner workings of the criminal mind. Whoa. Using the mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the item. The study of 3 of England's most brutal crimes and the minds behind the shocking murders. By Dr. Gus Fewmind. Spying on the neighbors. This is very Rear Window. Alfred Hitchcock Rear Window. Okay, there's a police officer there. Is that a crime scene? Blood? Jello blood.
I'm not zoomed in enough to see.
Okay, so we take a photo with our left mouse button. Is that too close? Tony Morgan's blood. Blunt force trauma. That is too close, guys. Hold on. That's very close.
It's too far away. I'll have to zoom. Oh, that's Tony Morgan's blood.
Item
My
A.
God, I hope he's all right. Please let him be all right.
The blood is turning hot already, guys. Can follow the police officer. Okay, who is this guy then? Hello? Whoa! That's too close.
Harold Levy owns most of the flats in Dahlia View. I wonder if he saw something.
So he's like a landlord, a super landlord. He has tons of money. If he is the owner of a lot of the apartments around the place. So here is another one. Smash during the attack, item C. The broken flower pots.
Smashed plant pot. I must have slipped through it. I should have come to my window sooner.
And a couple, a lovely couple. Lovers or friends?
Theodore and Annabelle McKee, I believe. I really should get to know my neighbors better.
Okay, so a couple, they are married. They share the same last name. So there's someone inside the house. That looks like a police officer taking notes. Probably interviewing someone. Yeah, holding a notepad and all.
Shirley Downs. She runs the Crow's Nest. Her office overlooks the courtyard.
The Crow's Nest. What kind of place is this? Crow's Nest. Sounds like a tavern. Or some kind of a bar. Oh. Charlotte May bound during abduction. D. So a piece of rope.
Bound during abduction. Dear God. Charlotte May, Mr. Morgan's daughter, has been kidnapped.
So we know the name of the child now. The kidnapped child from the opening movie. Charlotte May. So anything else? Oh, hello, old lady.
Old Mrs. Doer. She's usually peering through her window watching our neighbors. It's past her bedtime.
So she's a nosy type. I am sure she knows a lot of the folks living around here. She's like the gossiping lady, guys. So let's be sure we talk to her. I'm sure she will give us a lot of useful information. Okay, here's another one. Item B. Possible chloroform drugging.
Might have to zoom in for a closer look. Chloroform? What on earth?
So the crime scene actually scatter across the whole courtyard here. It's like there are 4 different items. Hey, drawings! By Charlotte May, perhaps? So where does she live, guys? This little girl? The kidnapped child? Maybe inside his house? Where the policeman is right now? Oh, the father is here, guys! He's interviewing the father of the child. Oh. So she was abducted on the 2nd floor of the house. Okay. So anything else? Is that all? We got like 4 pieces of evidence. Any other points of interest here? I think that is all.
A kidnapping right on my doorstep. Who doesn't bear thinking about? Imagine if it was Catherine. Time to pay my neighbors a visit and see what they know.
Alright, here we go. Am I leaving my house? Okay, we have not finished looking around our place yet. Hey, nothing over here, but looks like we can place something on the table for examination later on. Notepad. Something has happened in Dahlia View, but what? I need my camera to see what is going on outside my window. Go to the window to find out what is happening in Dahlia View. That has not crossed out yet. This objective. There's something else that we have to do. I'll now talk to Dahlia View residents in the courtyard and find out what they know about Charlotte May's abduction. So I need to go back and look through the windows again and our binoculars. So before we leave, can I grab a snack? We just woke up and we have an empty stomach. I want to eat something now. A ration
I
book.
must ask Catherine if she'll get me some more shopping.
Oh, a ration book. Interesting. 1954. So this game takes place in 1954. Bread. Check the fridge, please. Riverport Pavilion, The Fall of a King. Starring Sylvian Hitchcock. Sylvian Hitchcock. Is that the name of the daughter of Alfred Hitchcock? Sylvian? That sounds familiar, guys. I think that's the daughter, right? Welcome to Pinwheel. Okay, we are out of the apartment. Movement style Q standard. Camera centric. So, oh, okay. This makes the world's difference, guys, using this movement. I prefer this one. Because the other one is like Siberia 3. It's based on the character's movement or his direction. I prefer this movement now. Okay, this is so much better. If I want to move right, then I press right. If I want him to go up, then I press up. Alright, let's find the exit. Are we on the I don't think we're on the first floor. We're somewhere on the third floor. We're pretty high up. But we look out the window, so... Alright. Let's find our way out up here. Elevator! Nice. Hello everybody in the chat. Sorry I haven't been reading your comments. I'm surprised that I can actually go out the apartment. I thought the whole game takes place inside one single room. But yeah, I feel great. So there's a little bit of movement, and that means there are multiple areas in the game too. This feels awesome already. So the full name of this game is...
Charlotte May could only be 7 or 8 years old. Why would someone want to take her? It doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, 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 whoa! That was thrilling. Once again, welcome everybody to the Sunday stream. Hello everybody. So, it's time for us to take a closer look at the crime scene. If I can zoom in, I guess not. Oh, yes we can. Blood stain with metal flag.
Mr. Morgan must have taken quite a hit.
Alright. Okay, let's see how this is playing now. Hello, neighbor.
Good evening, Mr. Levy. Evening. How strange times we live in when a girl can be taken on your doorstep.
You ain't wrong. It's a bloody mess.
Did you see what happened at all?
No.
How well did you know Charlotte May? You lived next door. You must have seen her a lot.
I hope they're gonna clean all this mess up tonight. I've got a business to run.
I'm sure this must be a great inconvenience to you.
That reminds me. Rent day tomorrow. Don't be late.
I haven't forgotten.
Good. Keep it that way, and we'll get along just fine.
May I ask what you were doing tonight?
No.
Not very friendly, is he, guys? A bit uncooperative. And it's not like I'm on a case, you know? Even though I am a private detective right now. No one is hiring me to investigate a case. So I guess I'm just being nosy.
Excuse me, Mr. Conway. May I have a moment?
Sure. Hello.
Do you know what's happened?
Never mind all that. Your daughter is a police officer, is she not?
She is.
Here. I found this.
Ooh, what is it? What is this? A brooch? A flower brooch? Where did you find it? Come on, focus. Just a brooch?
What's this then?
A brooch. I found it on the floor here. It probably belonged to that poor girl.
You think
Thought
so?
I'd better pick it up before Shirley Downs gets her mitts on it.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. Perhaps you can make sure it finds its way to your daughter.
I will. And thank you for telling me.
Just doing my duty.
Can you tell me what you meant about Shirley?
Good night, Mr. Conway.
Did you see anything else at all?
Just make sure to give your daughter that brooch.
Oh, so my daughter is on the case? The flower brooch. Does it even belong to the poor child, guys? Interesting old lady. I bet there's a whole lot that she's not telling me right now. I definitely need to befriend her in the game so that we can share information, guys. I think she's going to be very helpful in the case.
Miss Downs, do you have a moment?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can come back if you need some time.
No, it's fine. I'm just... I can't believe this is happening so close to home. Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean by that?
Not everyone in Dahlia View is as they seem, Mr. Conway.
Miss Downs, who are you referring to?
That son of a bitch right there, with the smug look on his face.
Mr. Levy?
Why not? I mean, what do you really know about him?
Well, I pay him my rent once a fortnight, but no other than that. I didn't really speak to the man.
Well, sadly I do. He's up to something. You must have noticed all the strange deliveries, coming and going at night.
You think he took Charlotte May?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sorry. Miss Downs, What are you basing this on?
Experience, Mr. You'll excuse me, I need to help the police with their search.
Well, interesting that they are all suspecting one another in this tiny, tiny place. Alright, I think this is smoother than before. Let me go check on one of the crime scene items and see if it is still as blurry as before. I think this is better. Okay, let me go take a look at this. Yeah, I think this is better, guys.
It never fails to amaze me what some people are capable of.
I can still see the detail of these items. Okay, let's take a look at the jello. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I think this looks better. So that woman talks about this guy, the one who does delivery. Are you the delivery man? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Good evening.
Terrible what's happened, isn't it?
So you know what happened?
They're looking for a kidnapper. A search is about to start in the Pine Woods.
My sister, Shirley, she owns the pub across the way. The searchers are all meeting there first.
What do you know about the kidnapping, Mr. Conway?
Not much. That's why I'm talking to the pair of you.
You should talk to the old busybody over in her big manor house.
Mrs. Doer.
She knows everything that goes on here. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw the kidnapper.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was the kidnapper.
That's an awful thing to say.
Well, have you seen her? Always fawning over that little girl. All alone in that big house. Plenty of room to hide someone.
I can see that you've put a lot of thought into this, Mrs. McKee.
A little too much, love.
Well, I'm not the only one who thinks it.
Oh, blast. What time is it?
It must be a little after midnight by now, surely.
The search is starting without me. I have to get my coat. You'll forgive me, Mr. Conway?
Yes, good night.
Good night, Mr. Conway.
We'll talk again soon.
They are all suspecting one another.
There's Mr. Morgan.
What the heck? They don't like each other, guys. People living in this tiny, tiny little courtyard, or living around this tiny courtyard, they don't like one another. And they're all suspecting each other. How incredible. So I'm wondering if it's actually one of these people who kidnapped the baby. One who is familiar with this place and the surroundings. One who knows the baby's family well. It is possible. So maybe it is one of these people after all, guys. Oh, whoa, there's someone right outside the door. Who is this? Hello? Are you Morgan?
Mr. Morgan.
Oh.
My name is Robert Conway. I live in flat 23.
Yes, I've seen you around, Mr. Conway.
Well, you see, I thought I'd better come over and check you're okay. Some of our neighbors seem to be content just to stare. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter.
Very kind of you. I'm sorry, but I'm late joining the search. I've been talking to the police for over an hour.
Of course, I understand. The police officer you spoke to was most likely my daughter.
Is that so?
Yes, she's a very determined young lady. If anyone is going to find your daughter, it's her. I was once a private investigator myself, so I know how her mind works.
Well, it's comforting to know I'm surrounded by such competent minds, Mr. Conway.
I'd like to offer my services too, if you'd permit me.
That's very kind, but I don't have money, I'm afraid.
Mr. Morgan, no. I'm a father myself. I meant to say that I'm at your disposal.
Very generous, but the police said that...
All I'd be doing is observing and talking to people. And if I find anything, I'll be sure to share it with Catherine.
Catherine?
My daughter, the police officer.
Right, of course.
That reminds me. I have this brooch. Does this mean anything to you?
That's Charlotte May's.
You see how the simplest detail can be overlooked, even by the police. Best to have as many eyes on the case, in my experience.
I see your point. May I have it back, please?
No.
Would you mind if I kept onto it for a day or so, in case it proves to have some use?
Yes, of course. If you think it would help. I would very much like you to return it, though.
As soon as I have something to report back to you. You have my word.
So, where do you suppose you'd begin?
Well, right here.
In Dahlia View?
Yes. It's my experience that it's usually someone who knows the victim.
Do you mean to tell me that one of my neighbors has my girl?
No. I'm merely saying that it's a logical place to start.
Now I see. That's why the police searched my house. Because I'm a suspect, I suppose.
That's the way it works, I'm sorry to say.
So they're not even looking for the real kidnapper?
I can assure you they will be.
Tell me, Mr. Conway, and be honest. Are you going to look for my girl?
I promise you, I'll stop at nothing until I find her. For now, I need you to think of anyone who could have taken Charlotte May.
I don't know.
Think, anyone or anything at all.
Mr. Conway, who do you know who could do such a thing?
You see your point. Well, for now, perhaps try to get some rest. Charlotte May needs you to be stronger.
You'll excuse me, Mr. Conway. I'm going to join the search and find my little girl.
That's fair enough, Mr. Morgan. Good night, and good luck.
Good night, Mr. Conway.
So everyone is saying that they are joining the search. Isn't that a little bit odd? Why is the police allowing all the potential suspects to join in the search? That is weird.